네, 여러분 안녕하십니까?
화요일 아침 뉴스광장입니다.
The first clash between Ukrainian forces and North Korean soldiers has occurred, says Defense Minister Umerov. This marks North Korea's official involvement in the war against Ukraine, though their participation is not yet systematic.
이 공식적인 첫 교전이란 점을 재확인했습니다.
Yes, I think so. It is already contacts. But after like couple of weeks, we would see more significant number, and upon this, we will review it and analyze it.
And meanwhile, we have another video with North Korean troops, where Russian forces are teaching North Korean soldiers the Russian language at a training ground in Russia. And we have a funny side of the story. Gideon Rashman, chief foreign affairs commentator for the Financial Times, shares that a reliable source claims North Korean soldiers in Russia are experiencing unfettered internet access for the first time and are consuming large amounts of pornography. Oh, those Russians, they've spoiled yet another great nation. A Russian armored carrier and its assault crew were destroyed by the 225th Assault Battalion, presumably in the Kursk region. Reports indicate that North Korean soldiers have been deployed to the Kursk region to support Russian troops struggling to dislodge Ukrainian incursions. With Russian forces stretched thin and facing significant losses, they've turned to North Korea for reinforcements, hoping these additional troops can help turn the tide. However, this move highlights the desperation of Russia's position, as they're now relying on foreign soldiers to hold key areas. The North Korean forces, likely unprepared for the complexities of modern warfare, are being thrust into a high-stakes conflict, raising questions about their effectiveness and the impact on the already fragile morale among Russian troops. Great cooperation between infantry and drones displayed by Ukrainian battalion Strength of Freedom. A member of the Ukrainian National Guard engages in a trench firefight against Russian assault troops, holding his position until drones arrive to assist. The FPV pilots make a few precise drops to throw Russian forces back. Ukrainian forces have achieved a remarkable level of coordination between their drone units and ground troops, a tactic that has transformed the battlefield. By integrating real-time drone surveillance with frontline operations, Ukrainian units can track enemy movements, pinpoint vulnerabilities, and direct precise attacks. Drones relay critical information directly to ground commanders, allowing for rapid responses and well-coordinated maneuvers. This synergy between aerial and ground forces means that Ukrainian troops can disrupt Russian formations, hit high-value targets, and avoid ambushes more effectively than traditional reconnaissance methods would allow. In modern warfare, this level of integration is crucial. Drones provide a clear view of the battlefield, while ground units can capitalize on this information to strike with precision, conserve resources, and minimize casualties. This real-time intelligence has allowed Ukrainian forces to adapt quickly and outmaneuver Russian troops, who often rely on more rigid, top-down communication structures. The Ukrainian approach demonstrates how vital drones have become, not only as surveillance tools, but as a core element in an agile, responsive fighting strategy that defines 21st century combat. This dynamic coordination between air and ground assets showcases a powerful model of modern warfare, where information flow and adaptability can be just as decisive as firepower. Russian servicemen have committed another war crime in the Pokrovsk sector. This was reported by the Office of the Prosecutor General of Ukraine. It is reported that Russian war criminals shot 6 Ukrainian prisoners of war. In particular, on November 1st, during an assault on the Ukrainian Armed Forces fortifications in the same Pokrovsk sector, 3 prisoners of war were killed by the Russians using automatic weapons. On October 23, 2024, during an offensive on the town of Selidov, Russian criminals captured 3 Ukrainian soldiers. After a while, the invaders shot unarmed prisoners of war. The Donetsk Regional Prosecutor's Office has initiated pre-trial investigations into war crimes related to the deaths of prisoners of war, under Part 2 of Article 438 of the Criminal Code of Ukraine. These actions are a violation of the Geneva Conventions and qualify as international crime, the Prosecutor General's office emphasized. Recently, on October 27th, Militarny reported that Russian occupation forces killed a civilian in the village of Selidov, Donetsk region. The published video shows how representatives of the aggressor state's troops allegedly shot a civilian car in the village with automatic weapons. At the time of the attack, there were 2 citizens in the cabin. One of them was wounded. After that, the armed forces of Ukraine arrived at the scene and, having dragged the victim away from the line of fire, provided him with first aid and evacuated civilians from the area of fire. Preliminary, it happened on October 24, 2024. Previously, on October 21st, it was reported that near the village of Selidov, the Russian military shot 2 captured soldiers of the armed forces of Ukraine. The United Arab Emirates began to help Russia with butter. However, it turned out to be not Arab, but Ukrainian.
А я чуть не понимаю, о каком сливочном масле говорят, что типа ОАЭ будет помогать с сливочным маслом, если вот мы покупаем масло, оно сделано на Украине. Вот. Украине. Тут, ну, я не знаю, тут здесь немецкое масло продается, украинское. О каком своем масле тут может идти речь?
Putin cynically states that a number of Western states have taken a hostile course to escalate and prolong the Ukrainian conflict. And this is coming from the one who started, continues, and at any moment can stop this war. He is mocking the whole world.
Some Western countries have essentially taken a hostile course to escalate and prolong the Ukrainian conflict. Aiming to deliver a strategic defeat to our country is profoundly mistaken. Such illusory calculations can only be made by those who do not know and do not want to know the history of Russia, ignoring the unity, spirit, and cohesion of the Russian people.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.